Welcome back to this pick.
Welcome back to the show, you guys.
This will be our last recap. The Bears and the Eagles. Eagles win this one 16-15. Let me get some stats knocked out right quick. Biscuit Man, Mitch Trubisky had 300 yards, a touchdown. Howard didn't play very well, 35 yards rushing. Robinson had a good game, 143 yards and a touchdown. Mr. Foles goal, Mick Foles, man, the magic man. 226 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Didn't have any running game. Sproles was their lead rush with 21 yards, and Jeffrey had a pretty good game, 82 yards. Excuse me. Where we even began, man?
It's a wild game.
Wild game, really wild game. Nick Foles, man, he's the magic man. I'm gonna just start calling him that, the magic man. I don't know what it is, but he's he plays really well in these playoffs.
Wow.
4-1 so far in his career, and that last one he almost won as well when his first playoff game. So
it's crazy.
it's something about him, man. That's just something about him. He needed to make some plays for his team to win, and he made that play. Fourth down, 4th and goal, a really good pass to Golden Tate, and he pretty much won this game for him. Of course, a lot of people are going to blame the kicker for missing that kick, which I understand. That's his job. He definitely needs to make it. I give a lot of blame for him. But yeah, man, I thought this was going to happen. If the Bears are going to lose, one of two things are going to happen. The Bears' defense played really, really well, but not well enough, not good enough turnovers, not shut the Eagles down enough. And Biscuit Man is not going to make enough plays for them to win this game, which is what happened in my eyes. Or the Bears defense played all right. Biscuit Man played really well, but he's not good enough yet to win this game for him, which that didn't happen. That's what happened to Jags last year. But yeah, man, I thought this was going to happen. That's why I had Philly win this game. The Magic Man had his magic out again. The Biscuit Man is just not there yet. And that Bears defense is really good. And I think they're going to be really good next season as well. They definitely missed Eddie Jackson. Eddie Jackson, best safety in the league right now. He gives them a lot of opportunities to play a lot of different coverages because he can just go to one side super quickly, go to another side super quickly, and cut a lot of the field off. And he's kind of like our current Earl Thomas because he's pretty much does the same thing in my eyes. So. He's a really good defense player, and I definitely missed him. Mac Attack played really well in the second half, but they kind of shut him down in the first half. Hicks played amazing the whole game, shut the running game down.
Right.
Golem had a pretty good game. He made some plays. Roquan Smith had an amazing interception. Kyle Fuller had a good game. Marco Mara had a good game. But the safeties didn't play super well. I almost had a really good interception. He had a decent game, but their other safety didn't play very well, and I think they took advantage of that because Eddie Jackson wasn't there. Gotta give it to these Eagles deep defensive backs. Whatever rotation they're using right now is really working. They've been playing really well. They were terrible earlier in the season, but they've been making a lot of plays. Weirdest interception, fumbles I've ever seen was a catch. And a rip, but no one picked it up, so it didn't count. Or I fully don't really understand what happened still.
Right.
Chris Carter said it best. This is going to be one of the problems that the new catch rule is going to bring, and well, that definitely reeled his ugly head. And I don't fully still know what a catch is. I knew what a catch was when they had the previous rule. But now I don't really know what a catch is. But really great win by the Eagles. I think the Bears are going to be really good. Biscuit Man showed me something that last drive. He put his team in an opportunity. The doofus kicker didn't make it. But that defense is going to be really good next year. They have a hell of a coach. They might be losing their defensive coordinator, which is unfortunate. But I think they have a really bright future. And the Magic Man and the Eagles, man, if they can beat the Saints and continue on this run, the Eagles have a big issue with quarterback. They had to figure out who they want to be the quarterback. If Nick Foles, the Magic Man, can do it again. That's pretty much all I got to say.
Yeah, to just bounce off what he said, to keep it on that topic, honestly, I told him, I was like, to really be honest, even if they get to the NFC Championship. I think it's even in question on, you know, who you're gonna go with, and especially if they make the Super Bowl, win or lose. I think it's definitely going to be in question. So yeah, Wentz might be shaking his boots a little bit right now. But yeah, man, this was a wild game. Not a whole lot of scoring, obvious. Both of these defenses played really well. Definitely, Eagles impressed me a lot more because definitely we already know a lot more about Chicago's defense. They're fantastic. But yeah, the Eagles defense really impressed me. I didn't think they were that, because I haven't seen a whole lot of Eagles games this year, so I don't know exactly how good that defense has been progressing. But man, it showed today. I see what all the hubbub was about that defense. They've been impressive with the way they've been shifting their defense, and they making it work right now, and they gel, or whatever the case may be, it's working. So they impressed me a lot. They were harassing the receivers right in the grill, knocking balls down, where it was making it a tough day for Biscuit Man to find people open, especially in the first half. Second half is kind of started being a different story, and Biscuit was starting to get the ball down the field a little bit more. But especially in that first half, they were definitely shutting them down. I think that was the big deal because they were winning. Chicago was winning in field position. They were winning in the turnover battle. Honestly, Nick Foles should have 4 interceptions. One he threw in the end zone and it got dropped, and another one got dropped. So honestly, yeah, should have 4 interceptions. So and they weren't, like I said, and Chicago won't capitalize on those interceptions and those turnovers in that field position. I think that's what really hurt them at the end of the day. They didn't score enough on them. Like I said, both defense played really well. That's why it's at 16, only 15 points. Biscuit though, first half struggled. First half he struggled. Second half, man, he really started. He really started looking good. Gotten a little bit of a rhythm. That last drive though, that's the. I've been telling people the Trubisky that if he could play like that, then that's the Trubisky that I believed in. There's a lot of people, we know a Chicago Bear fan that was actually here today watching the game with us. I asked him, I was like, what do you think about when they picked him? And he's like, I didn't like it at all. Adam, and there's many other people out there in the sports talk world that didn't have a lot of belief in Trubisky. But if he could play, especially the way he did in that last drive, and he can start acclimating that in more games and more into his algorithm, he could be a good quarterback. Yeah. That throw to Robinson over the head of those defenders, a touch lighter, it would have been knocked down or intercepted. So that was a super impressive pass. But yeah, there's also that downside that he shows you, which is he kind of panics and holds on the ball a little too long at times. He's either throws the ball really too high at times, or it's too low to the ground, where you needed to put it right in that chest. He kind of has that problem. But if he can fix those little issues and get a little more accurate like he was on that last drive, then yes, he can definitely be a franchise quarterback for you. I don't know if he can ever be, the next Tom Brady or anybody like that, but he could definitely have a promising future if he could play a lot more like he did in that last drive. That was quite impressive of a drive. He can also run. So he could be a very super dynamic quarterback if he could step up his play. I think the biggest thing that was a problem for Chicago in far as offense was running game. That's what they've been good at, and it got shut down. And once again, I'm gonna keep saying it. You make a team one-dimensional, it's gonna be hard to win. And like I said, Trubisky is, like Adam says, just not quite there to win you games like that. To just keep throwing constantly and getting first downs. It's just not how he's built right now. They got the weapons. That's without a doubt. They were missing their tight end Burton today. But yeah, he had weapons out there. He missed at times. He missed at times, and he should have been a little more accurate. But yeah, I'm not gonna bash him too much. He impressed me actually in this game. So yeah, they just didn't. What they're good at just didn't work, which was running game, and that's where it really hurt Chicago on their offense. Like I said, defense was amazing. Philly's defense was amazing as well. Their offense, they struggled. Like I said, they struggled as well. At the end of the day, just Nick Foles knows how to get it done. That's all I got to say, man. Like, he did, to really be honest, he didn't have a crazy great game. But he just, at the end of the day, he came back in that fourth quarter, made a really nice drive. He was looking up with Alshon Jeffries a lot in that drive to get that touchdown. Then he throws it to Golden Tate for that game-winning drive. So yeah, great win by Philly. Looks like Philly's magic keeps on working, man. I don't know what it is, but that kicker should have made that kick. He made the practice kick, if that's what you want to call it. And he donked it off there and missed it. You got to make those. Yeah. You got one job to do as a kicker, and you got to kick those and make those.
It wasn't a super far kick either.
No, it was a 43-yarder, and he was making.
It wasn't a whole lot of wind either.
No, not at all. So it was he was making 53-yarders. So that was it. He should have made that point blank period. But yeah, great win by Philly. They move on. Once again, this is another team, Chicago. I didn't think we were going to do that as well. No reason to hang your hat, Chicago fans. You guys got a team. They're going to be definitely around for many years, I believe. So, yeah, great win by Philly, and then move on.
Last thing I need to say is, water-wise, this team might be magical again. They beat Atlanta Falcons last year in the playoffs, 15-10. They beat the Bears 16-15.
That's wild.
Nick Foles did not play well against the Falcons. They barely lost.
Yeah, I remember that. Play. He didn't. He did not.
Julio Jones could have caught it, and he didn't. And they lost that game. Falcons lost that game. Philly won. Then Foles went on that magical run.
Yep.
Sorry about that. Like I was saying, can Nick Foles, the Magic Man, go on another run? If he can, NFL's crazy, and it might happen. Yeah, that's all I really got to say. Great win by Philly. Bears definitely don't need to hang their hat. I think they're going to be a really good team the next couple of years. Mm-hmm. They just came up short in this one, but that's pretty much all I got to say.
Yeah, real quick before I get out, I actually have their coach, Matt Nagy, as the coach of the year for me. Like I said, I just did not think that they were going to be that good. Once they got Khalil Mack, I knew that defense was solid, and that defense was kind of already solid before that. He just, made them that much better. But I just did not expect the team overall to be this good. So yeah, man, I got him as coach of the year, so that's quite impressive for me to, bring this team from not even imagining to even winning the division to, winning the division and almost winning this if they kick or make a kick. So, yeah, man, like I said, I think the Bears are going to be staying around for quite a while. But yeah, that's all I got to say. Please comment, like, subscribe. We'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. And we will see you on the next one.
Mr. Peck.